in here, you guys have goals, right? That's why you signed up for the 60 day. Okay. How good are you all at setting goals and achieving your goals? Raise your hand if you're like the best at it, like the best ever. Okay. So a lot of us are really good at setting and achieving goals in certain areas of our life, right? And maybe like we're really, really good with finances and sticking to a budget and doing all kinds of great stuff there. Or people are really, really successful at their job and they do like a really good job of blah, blah, blah. Okay? But sometimes there's areas in life that we have a harder time with or struggle with, okay? So for me, I'm great at setting fitness goals. That's easy, I love it. I can just take the ball, I can run with it. But when it comes to the first thing I said, setting a budget and keeping my finances in order, I just fly by the seat of my pants. And it doesn't really work out all that great for me, okay? But if you want to be successful, you need to get smart, right? So this is Sarah. Sarah started here in 60 days. She finished there, and part of the reason why she did that was because she did exactly what she was supposed to do, which is exactly what the 60 days tells you guys to do. All right. So we'll get into a little bit of the nuts and bolts and the science behind body transformation, building, and all that kind of stuff next week. But for this week, I think it's really important that we establish goals for ourselves. Okay. So if you guys want to write it down, get your phones out, pretend that you're listening to me and writing notes, but really you're on social media, that's okay, I can handle it. But sometimes it helps just to write down and think about when you come to, when you have ideas to write it down and think about it, so that way you're more likely to achieve your goal. Okay, what's this? Anybody want to tell me? Treasure map, right? So you get all this kind of cool stuff, X amount of paces, X marks the spot, right? So what is a treasure? Treasure is something that's very, very valuable, right? A treasure is usually just like out in the open saying, look, there's a treasure, free to anyone. No, right? Treasures are generally in a hidden location, and they're generally buried somewhere and difficult to find. Okay? So I'm using this as a metaphor for your goals. Or the body that you want, the feeling, or whatever it feels like the body you want, whatever it is, we're utilizing that. We're saying that is your buried treasure. Okay? So I'm not going to talk about the body just so you guys know that this is a metaphor. Okay? So finding the treasure, it might take you months. It might take you years. You might lose the map and re-find it again. There might be all kinds of twists, turns, and routes. So there's going to be a lot of sacrifices that usually need to be made to find this buried treasure. What's going to make you get to that treasure, right? What if somebody's like, hey, I got a buried treasure for you. It's 300 miles away. It's out in the middle of a field. You'll never find it probably. And it's $10. Which one of you guys are going to go 300 miles out in the middle of a field to uncover a treasure worth $10? Anyone? What if it's $100 million? Okay, you'll buy a plane ticket, you'll sell your car, you'll sell your house, get a mortgage, whatever, right? You will do whatever it takes because you know once you get that, you'll be able to pay back all of the debt. Okay. I want you guys to start thinking about that, right? So, you guys have a goal, you guys want to get somewhere, but if you don't, if you think your treasure is only worth $10, you're not going to look at it. The scenario sometimes gives people, I'll kind of give them that same scenario. I'll be like, hey, I have right here buried $100 million in cash in a little treasure box. Some people are independently wealthy. It's just a social experiment. If you guys want that money, all you have to do is just dig for it. I sit back, and what do people usually do? What do you guys do? Are you going to dig for this? Are you guys going to like punch each other in the face and $100 million? Well, you're not. Nobody is. Why? Because you don't believe me. You don't believe that that treasure is actually there. Relate that to your body. You guys have goals. You believe that you can actually achieve your goal. Okay? Or do you kind of hope that maybe eventually maybe you believe that you could achieve your goal? How many of us are like that? I know I'm like that sometimes. Okay? So a lot of times we end up doing that. We end up starting off on this journey, but we're kind of half-hearted about it. to get to your treasure, you have to first believe that you can do it. I know you can do it. Colton knows that you can do it. All of us trainers here know that you can do it because we've seen it happen before people do it. Our believing that you can do it might convince you. It might motivate you from time to time, right? But I can assure you that no one I've ever coached or trained has ever achieved a goal that they didn't really think of. I've not given them that belief. It is only you guys who can have that belief in yourself. I can't give it to you. I can tell you you can do it. It's simple method, right? It really is. It's 2 plus 2 equals 4. It's doing the behaviors that you need to do, doing them consistently, and results are a natural reaction. I'm going to get a little bit deeper into that. All right. So in order to achieve, you must first believe. You guys ever heard that? I think it's like a YouTube something. I don't know. It's motivational. I was super stoked about it. But you guys do realize that believing doesn't exactly just get you there, right? You can't be like, I believe in my heart of hearts, and I'm going to sit on the couch and I'm going to achieve my goals because I believe it. Okay? Believing is an essential step, and action is also an essential step. So there needs to be 2 steps into it. All right? Now, this isn't always true for everyone, but it is sometimes true for some people. So a lot of people are like, yeah, I believe that I can achieve what it is that I want to achieve. But there's another limiting factor. Sometimes that limiting factors, they don't believe they deserve it. Right? So for some of us, it's, yeah, I think I can do it. I don't really feel like I deserve it. So what we end up doing is we end up sabotaging ourselves. Even when we start to see progress, we start to get closer to our goal, and maybe that fear of yourself, I don't deserve this. I'm not ready to handle this kind of responsibility. I don't, right? And it's a self-esteem type of thing that we need to address as well. Now, that's not my job. I'm not able to do that. I can be a good friend to you. Us trainers can be good friends. But at the end of the day, that's something that you guys need to really sit back and reflect on. Is do you first believe that the treasure is within you? And do you also believe that you're worth it? That you deserve this, right? Now, we're not asking for a full handout, right? Some people are just born with bodies that they don't have. Kyle, for instance, you guys know Kyle. He eats McDonald's or cheeseburgers and works out every once in a while, and he looks like freaking cool. Okay? So he didn't necessarily earn that. But for most other mortal people, we do have to earn it, we do have to believe in it, and we do have to work hard for it. Right? So I want you guys to know. I know that you can do it, it's within you. And I know that you deserve it. And think about the people around you that you love the most. Okay? Do they deserve what it is that you think that you want? They do. People around you love you that much to say that you can achieve what it is that you want to achieve? Do they know that you can do it? Of course they do. Okay. So surround yourself with people who believe in you and support you and help you achieve what you want. Okay? So maybe your life has people like that outside of here. Maybe not. Okay? We are here for you. Like, we're all trainers. I promise you we're not in it for the money. We make not much, okay? We do it because we love to work the cameras. That's really the main reason for it. And we also do it because we care about you, right? A lot of us have family members who have had health issues, or we ourselves have had health issues, or self-esteem issues, or whatever it is. So every person that we come into contact with, we're trying to help them the same way that we learn how to help ourselves through health and fitness. So you at least have a team of us in this room, okay? Other people in the 60-day, and us as the trainers, right? We all really do care about you, and we want you to achieve what you want to achieve, right? So hopefully you're motivated right now. You're like, yeah, let's do it. Okay, that's awesome. Okay? One of my favorite quotes, though, is from Zig Ziglar. He says, some people say motivation doesn't last, right? Zig Ziglar was a motivational speaker. Like, Zig, man, motivation doesn't last. So then why are you motivational speaker? Not actually helping people. Well, he's like, well, you're right. Motivation doesn't last. Neither does bathing. That's why you recommend it daily. Okay? So you have to set yourself up. You know yourself best, right? You might need daily motivation. You might need to, go on YouTube or Pinterest to like motivational speakers and hear that every day to help remind you. That might be where you're at. You might not need it at all. You might just have that full-on inspiration within yourself to be ready to do that. You might need it less frequently than daily. You might need it 10 times a day. You guys guys have to know yourselves and be able to find motivation and accountability to help you achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Okay? I made this thing like 3 years ago, so we're good. All right, so here's the cheesiest thing we're going to do all day. You guys ready for this? Ready for this? Okay. We are in it together. So let's be super awkward and turn to the people next to us and say, I believe in you and you can do it. All right, I'm going to count to 3 and everyone's going to say that to each other. Look, maybe not in their eye, but kind of in the general direction of them. I know it's really super awkward. Okay, when I say 3, you're going to turn to your neighbor, the one that you don't like, not the one you understand. Turn to your neighbor and say, we're in this together, I believe in you. We are in this together and I support you. Right? We are in this together and I support you. 1, 2, 3.
We are in this together and I support you.
Wonderful. I feel really good. Now I'm going to be passing the offering plate around. But that was awesome, right? Because you guys we are in it together. We are trying to support each other. Now we're going to be better than everything. You're supporting each other, but also kind of just a little bit trying to step on them, squash them down a little bit. Right, yeah, because you got to be better than them, but at the same time, you also support them. Get there first, lift them up with you. One thing I found, doing it for yourself is kind of like a modern mantra. As long as you do it for yourself, it's all about yourself. Okay, yes, I agree. Do a lot of things for yourself. That's very, very essential. But it's bigger than yourself. Okay? Just achieving a goal only for yourself, that's pretty narcissistic. And everybody's like, now you do need to do that. You do need to accomplish it. But you also need to realize that by you accomplishing this goal, do you think it's going to help anyone else with that? Right? Because you yourself are changed, right? No, it's going to hurt people because I'm going to be arrogant and I'm going to be yes. Okay, but for the most of us, we're doing this for ourselves, but we're also doing it because that creates the better version of ourselves. Be kinder, nicer, more confident. And that in turn helps those people around us who we love. Now it may just be a motivational thing, right? Like you may have a friend or family member, or co-worker that wants to change their body as well, but they just need someone to do it first. Right? You guys know about the Roger Bannister? Anybody know who that is? He's the first human to run a 4-minute mile. Before him, everybody thought it was physically impossible. Doctors were like, you can't run a 4-minute mile and you'll die. Okay? Roger Bannister didn't believe that. And he did. He ran a 4-minute mile. And now a 4-minute mile is like the gold standard to even be able to get into college and run as an endurance runner. Okay? So sometimes you can be that Roger Bannister. You can be that person for your friend or your family member, right? And you can achieve what they thought they could. And then they see you do it and go, oh, yeah, okay, now I can do it. Right? So you can inspire others, which is really pretty cool. All right? So you guys understand that there is a very treasure within you. It is accomplishable, and you do deserve it. Okay? You don't deserve it just because you deserve it. You deserve it because you're going to earn it. Right? You're going to work for it. You're going to dig for it. You're going to take action in order to achieve that. Right? You guys know that you're in it together. How do we set goals? You guys ever heard the cheesy acronym SMART? Right? Most companies have SMART goals. Okay. So SMART. The A is like a million different things for everybody. This is my A. But the S, the M, the R, and the T, they're all pretty much the same. So when I set a goal, you guys want to achieve something, right? You have fat loss goals, weight loss goals, strength goals, whatever it is. You need to know specifically what your goal is. Okay? The least successful people I ever meet when it comes to weight change, they go, I want to lose weight sometime eventually. There's no sense of urgency with that. So that way when the temptation rolls in front of them, they go, oh, well, eventually. Right? YOLO, live life, let's just go. You need to be specific. I want to achieve very specific. Specifics are numbers, by the way. We want to put numbers to this. Now, numbers are associated with feelings, right? Most of us aren't like, oh, when I get this number, I'll feel better. We didn't say that. really what it is I project that I'll feel better when I do this particular number of pounds. We want us to have that intrinsic feeling against the sewer goal. But that's not the exclusive goal. It's linked to an emotion. It's linked to confidence. It's linked to stuff like that. Okay? Measurable. We want it to be measurable. That's we're talking about specific numbers. It's pretty simple. With the 60-day stuff, it's weight, it's body fat percentage. Kind of did that for you. So you guys want to be a little bit specific with that. It needs to be actionable. It needs to be something that you can take action and do to achieve, right? And that's what the 60 days is about. It's us providing you guys with all the tools necessary to take action. Like we can't take action for you. We have to take the action for you. But know you're going to get the nutrition plans, you're going to get workout programs, you're going to get cardio stuff, you're going to get supplement information, you're going to have accountability, right? All of that stuff you have in this package. We can't do for this, you can do it. Now you can pay us like a mortgage payment every single month, and we'll be super stoked to take you through training, high five you, and walk you through it. That's why we do what we do. We love it. It's an amazing service that we offer. And it's not a 50% discount, everyone does. But this is what we're going to have to do. Even if you come and see us as training people, we still can't do it for you. We can load the bar and put the weight, but people might not do it. I should tell you this, but I've actually fired a few clients because that's like something they're like, I'm not going to do it. I was like, what? I'm not in here with it. I won't do that to you. I'm going to. It needs to be realistic. Okay, so we have a time-bound goal of 60 days, right? 60-day time limit. Now that doesn't mean that you have to completely achieve your lifelong dream of X amount of body fat or whatever it is, but it needs to be realistic relative to the time that we have. So the goal that you're going to write down, specifically and measurably, needs to be realistic. Now, if you want to lose 216 pounds in 6 days without cutting body parts off, it's just not realistic, right? So it needs to sit within you, right? So when you set this goal, you should believe it, right? It shouldn't be like, well, I don't really believe it. You should believe that goal. You should believe that you deserve that. Okay? And then, like I said, time bound, we got to make sure that 60 days is ready to go. So this little meme or whatever this thing is, write down your goals. Just writing it down statistically makes you 42% more likely to achieve them relative to if you did not write down your goal. Who's written down their goal yet? Awesome. 42% more likely to achieve your goal than everybody else that you did. Okay? So make sure that you physically write down your goal, whether it's a note in your phone or on a piece of paper or anything like that, and make sure that you are doing that. Alright, so we got SMRT. You guys are motivated, you know how to do that. Now we're going to talk about taking action. Who wants to be in science class today? Physics class, anyone? Yeah, you like physics. You like physics. Okay, what's the third universal law of motion? Kind of says it right there. What is it? I want to hear somebody tell me.
Early action, early reaction.
There we go. Do you guys agree with that? Is that true? If I knock over this domino in front of it, what's going to happen? For the dominoes. Pretty simple, right? I can predict with accuracy that if nothing stops my momentum, that all the dominoes will get knocked down in the very last one. So think about your goals. Your goals are simply reactions. Okay? Those are results or reactions. They are predicated by actions or behaviors. We talk about control and stuff like that, right? So be ready to focus on the action. You can't focus on the result. Right? How many of you guys get caught up in how far away you are from the goal? And then you look at it, and you forget to look behind you and see how far you've come. And so what you end up doing is you get in front of that pizza, right? And you start to do this little rationalization thing in your head. Nobody's done this before? Well, I ate really well last week, and I didn't see the results I wanted, so screw it. I'm just going to have my pizza. I know we've all done that. But what you're doing is you're focusing on the result and not the behavior. If you understand that physics will not allow your results to be different than your behaviors, you're going to, instead of focusing on the results, you're going to focus on behaviors because that is what you have control over. You control your moment-to-moment actions, and those are predictive of what your goals are. Over the next few weeks, we're going to get more specific about what those actions are. This week, we're going to be kind of general about it. Okay. So we're all trying to control things in our lives. Okay? That's because you are afraid that the universe isn't going to give you what you deserve. Okay? But we all seem to control our environment. We all seem to control these things, right? So we have to be philosophical about this every day and ask ourselves, what do we actually have full control over? People around us? Is it if pizza's put in front of our face? Is it my buddy calls us on for beer? Am I in charge of that? Right? No. What am I actually fully in charge of? 3 things, they all start with E. Okay? Thing number 1, expression. How I express myself. What I say. Right? Anybody force words out of your mouth? Now sometimes you might feel like it came out of your mouth. You didn't do it, but you did. You made that choice. What you wear. Right? How you express yourself. You get a tattoo or a nose ring or a piercing. That's up to you. That's how you express yourself. Right? Your attitude. Right? You might not feel like being positive. Right? You can't control if you feel like being positive, but you can control if your attitude is positive. Does that make sense? So you guys do have control of it. What you say has a lot to do with what you end up behaving. What your attitude is has a lot to do with how you end up behaving. Does that make sense? So control what you can control. Eating, right? Aside from the flies or the gnat that went into your mouth a couple times, right? Like, what's your mouth? Has anybody ever looked up at a bird and opened their mouth? Anyway, nobody got attacked and a donut was forced upon them. Right? You might feel like that. But you are in charge of what goes down. You're in charge of what comes out of your hat, and you're in charge of what goes down. So when we're talking about control, these are some of the 2 things. The last one is effort. You have control over your effort. Does that mean you have exact control over the outcome? Okay, you guys all watch the Super Bowl or this, Super Bowl, right? Do you think one of the teams was like, I'm not going to try this time? They all put forth effort, right? Hopefully maximum effort. They have control of it. That doesn't necessarily say that they're going to win in the game. It doesn't necessarily say that you're going to win the game, but you are going to strive valiantly to do it. Right? So quickly, I'm going to go through 3 different E's. So expression is to say, write, and choose to believe thoughts about ourselves and others that are uplifting. You get to do that. You don't get to choose if you have a negative thought. You get to choose if you believe that negative thought. Right? You get to choose if you can't choose if someone says something mean to you or hurtful to you. Right? But you can choose to believe that. Think about what it is you have control over. Right? So there's a little trick. If your little brain says like, I'm fat. Has anybody's brain ever said that before? Okay. What's that doing? And basically when you say that, what it's telling your subconscious is, and that's the way I want it. Okay? So anything you think or say about yourself, do the ... and say, and that's the way I want it. And if that's not actually the way you want it, restate it. Say it in a different way, or don't say it. Because our subconscious is very, very powerful. Right? Anybody have a car, like you buy a new car, and you hadn't seen your particular car out on the road until you buy that car, and then you're like, everybody drives this car. I thought I was you. Everybody had that experience? Okay. Do you think that because you bought that car that there's all of a sudden more cars out there? Right. What it is it's your subconscious. Your subconscious recognizes it and immediately draws your attention to it. So if your subconscious says, I'm fat, you're going to automatically behave and recognize things that are going to complete that's what I want. So I'm that, then that means you're going to be drawn more towards food, or to the couch, or to whatever. You think, right? You can't necessarily change the way you think, change what you do. Okay? So anyway, there you go, there's that. Eating, that quote is basically just kind of like, has everybody done that? Apply like like, it gets you, man. Yeah, like it goes straight to the back of your throat. Anyway, so we're in charge of what goes down. Effort. I actually learned this from my college baseball coach. He said the $1 million question. Right? I thought the $1 million question was like, what's the meaning of life? Like, apparently it's not it. The $1 million question is, if you were to receive $1 million to do a better job, could you have put in more effort? So, my little cheesy thing about it, you can't enjoy $1 million if you don't have a healthy body. So your healthy body is worth more than $1 million. Are you putting in enough effort? Are you worth it? Can you do it? Right? That's the kind of question I ask. Are we working hard enough to do it? I'm not going to give you guys a big old long speech here, but look this up. The Man in the Arena speech. You've ever heard this before? Like Brené Brown is really good. She's written a bunch of books, stuff like that. She quotes this. It's from Theodore Roosevelt. But it talks about Man in the Arena. Just go look it up. It's really, really cool. This is what it's going to take. This is the stuff we're going to get more deeply into. I call this 7 pillars of success. This is what it takes. These are the dominoes, right? We have the little domino picture, the actions and the activities. These are the actions that you need to take in order to achieve this decision. Okay. The first 3 things are extrinsic type of motivation, or they're extrinsic, meaning that you have control over it to a degree, or you have, I can't even think of the right word. You'll just understand what I'm saying. And then the last 3 things are intrinsic. So exercise. You need to, everybody agree you need to exercise to achieve fitness goals? You have to take action. Right? So if you don't exercise, you will not achieve your goals. Nutrition. Everybody agree that you need to eat well to achieve your goals? You guys understand that, right? Those are all choices that you can make. You choose to put in effort in exercise, you choose to put in effort in nutrition. Your metabolism needs to be functional. We're going to get really deep into this next week, okay? But for now, just assume your metabolism has to work. For 99.999% of us, it actually does, regardless of if you say it doesn't. It probably does. Okay? There are some reasons why it doesn't. And then it comes down to execution. Right? If I don't execute my exercise and nutrition program well, am I going to get any results? Like, execute it well. You have to take action. You have to do it. Okay? If your effort is really, really bad when it comes to eating and exercise, is that good for you? Okay? Like you can have really good execution, like, and you do it, but if you're not putting in the right amount of effort into it, you're not going to achieve the goals. Okay? Consistency. What if you do all of these things, but you do it inconsistently? You're going to see results. Consistent. Okay? Even if the scale went the direction you didn't think it should go from one week to another, that doesn't mean that you didn't do it right. Sometimes that scale is a little bit wonky, right? Be consistent. Realize your actions are predicated on results. If you're taking the right action, you will get the right result. Got it? Not be week to week or day to day. It might be a couple of weeks before you start to see it. But just stay consistent. Trust the process. Right? And then patience. It takes time. I can do all of these things consistently, but sometimes it doesn't hit me all at once. Right? Success, you guys will see that success isn't just like a straight up line. Oh, I totally get it. It's like up and down. But the trend of that line is moving forward so far as you're consistent with all of these things. Any questions so far? I'm almost done. Cool. Thank you guys for paying attention so far. Oh, I am done. Hey, sweet. Thank you guys so much for paying attention. Do you have any questions about the program? Any questions for me about anything at all? I'd be happy to field those right now. Don't be afraid. Whatever question you have. Yeah. Yes, correct. So the weekends when you guys get to come in here and have fun, we got a little different stuff for you. In your email, you should receive 2 different kind of workout programs. Like a beginner type of workout program, a fat loss workout program, and like a performance body transformation type of workout program. So if you click on that link, it'll take you into the workout program. And I think it might even be up on your Lifetime app. I'll have to double check on that. But that's a great question. So yes, you will. questions. So where you guys get to go next, if you're not totally bored out of your mind, is you guys are going to meet with Kyle upstairs. So you guys are going to go up there to the fitness floor, and you are going to do the assessment workout. Right? So you're going to get X amount of time to perform as many repetitions, push-ups, squats, lunges, planks, sit-ups, pull-ups, tricep dips, and cardio. Okay? And you're going to get a couple shots at it. You're going to write down how good you did. How well, good, what's the right? You did great, whatever. So after that, at the end, you're going to redo all of those things, and you're going to do a better job. Right? So you'll see that when you're consistent with your workouts, that not only you change physically and with your body fat and weight, you're also going to change with your strength and endurance. Cool? All right. You guys, thank you so much. I know it's a little bit hectic today. We won't have to do all this stuff next week. Yeah, thank you so much. Come up, talk to us anytime you have any questions. Like I said at the beginning, we are absolutely here for you. Super stoked for you guys to achieve everything that you want to. All right, fire hazard, go.
Well, I want to give you my email.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh, I can get on. Yeah. Dude, I sold. He was not kidding. That's why you gotta, dude. You gotta.